Good morning, friends. In the growing demand of the elaboration of the certain topics for all competitive exam and for the MBA students and those who are preparing for GATE and all other commercial posts like PO exam and all other exam, financial assistant, financial officer. See, topics of economic nature or related to our India and Indian diversity are always asked. Students face difficulty in writing, articles or a composition. Even class 12 students and 11 students from various boards, they face difficulty in elaborating the topics or highlighting the importance. Writing article and speech on any topic or speaking on any topic or debating on any topic requires ideas. So in order to enlighten their knowledge and in order to boost their morale, I have been trying to give every day a new topic. Today's elaboration is on social empowerment. The very first word that is social and the second word is empowerment. First of all, let us know why it is being called social empowerment. See, developing each and every class of the people of the democratic country is very important for social empowerment. We cannot really say that a democratic country is progressive or developed unless and until the rural India, the urban India, all the section of this society fully develop. So in order to ensure all round development of the nation, it is important to go for social and integrated economic development of the nation. Now, by social empowerment, we have four wings of the social empowerment. The very first wing is rural development scheme. The second one is child development scheme. The third one is women empowerment, and the fourth one is employment scheme. Now, coming to the first one, rural development scheme, the fact that our country, which has been inherited or which is inherited by the modern age to ensure that rule of law, equality and harmony prevails in the society. Since independence, the nature of Indian economy completely changed due to the exploitative nature of the British rule. Mismanagement, famine prevailing in some of the states, inequality, social culture, traditions, and some of the other diverse regions led to the marginalization of rural India, women, children, and unemployment youth. Still, in the present scenario, we find that rural India still faces a very critical condition. So far as the rural development programs are concerned, a number of programs have been launched by the previous as well as the present government, such as Rural Employment Scheme, Jawahar Rozgar Yojana, Integrated Rural Development Program, National Rural Employment Program, Antodaya program, so many local to vocal, so many programs, Make in India, Startup India, so many programs have been launched by the government and some of the programs have been very successful. For instance, Startup India, Make in India, Antodaya program, employment scheme, particularly the self-employment scheme, integrated rural development program, national rural employment program. Some of the programs have been still continuing very successfully, but the effort is not enough. The potential of the population in rural India is so high that we have to unlock the potential, and in order to unlock the potential to make best use of the talents hidden in the rural India, we have to have survey of all those potential in skill oriented youth, particularly in the rural and semi urban areas, who can be employed and can be utilized to contribute to the economy of the rural India. And for that purpose, we have just started local to vocal. All the local products have to be made international and national through, exhibitions, through open marketing, through promoting and popularizing, through adopting only the local made goods from our country, particularly the art and craft, the earthen pots, the creative, yes, tools, all have to be promoted. Rural employment scheme has not been fully successful because the industries that can be established in rural areas of the country have to be promoted. The investment of the foreign economy in the rural sector is still very small and very marginalized. We have to promote industrialization in semi-urban and rural areas so that food-based industries and corn-based industry, fisheries, and other products can be promoted. For instance, in Uttar Pradesh, a very good effort has been taken to develop the rural economy. Yogi government has taken several steps. Particularly, the present government has made rural India very very diverse and very very progressive through providing connectivity, because connectivity is one of the most important part of developing the rural India. The Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana is a bit to give better rural connectivity, and that is the reason why now we can see roads everywhere in every village. So many national highways are connecting the villages of our rural India, and that is giving us better connectivity. So Pradhan Mantri Sadak Yojana, that has become very successful in developing the rural economy and thereby creating social environment for the social empowerment. The programs obtain mixed result, and the fact that rural India still has to focus on some of the innovative ideas, particularly the dairy industries. The dairy industries, milk products, and some food based industry, agro based industries have to be promoted on larger scale. The need is to boost the rural economy through agro based industry such as fisheries, milk products, and other. Like in Gujarat, it is a very nice effort to develop milk product in Anand. That is the world famous milk product industry, and that is Amul industry. In the similar way, we have to promote all the local products, and from local to vocal, we have to have self-reliance in our country. India is a nation of diversity, and the diversity, though colorful, has some contradictory sides also. So we have to, we are not bound to overlook the contradictory sides. Rather, we have to analyze and find out various ways to empower the social economy and particularly the rural economy. So, through e-governance to ensure accountability and transparency, that has to go a long way in improving service delivery in rural areas, particularly organizing the folk festivals in some of the states, promoting tourism in the semi-urban and rural areas. That will boost the rural economy, and above all, giving agriculture the priority will be a very nice step to go for social empowerment. And now digitalization, digital India, that has now been in, that can be seen in urban India, that has also to be made viable in rural India. When rural India, particularly the villages, will become digital, certainly there will be better impact. Information technology can better be utilized to make use of developing the rural India. Particularly the rural youth have to be trained in various trades, and by developing their skill, So the IT industry can play a great role in developing, rural India. And so the role of information technology is going to be paramount in, social empowerment, and most importantly, welfare of the children, particularly the education of the children and participation of the women in the democratic process will boost the all-round development of our nation, and it will also go for a very strong foundation of Indian economy, and therefore social empowerment will be possible only when rural India gets a boost in all spheres of its development. Thank you. I'm sure this elaboration will help you go ahead in this area. This is Mr. Eddy Singh on the channel Easy English by Eddy Singh, your own channel.